one needs to be an art teacher to know that art is one of the building blocks of civilization. No significant culture or society has ever flourished without it. And throughout history, artists' works have taken on many forms and serve many purposes, and they have constantly evolved in the process. Arts are generally classified as seven. So we have architecture, sculpture, painting, literature, music, theatre, and cinema. And more people around the world are discovering its importance. Museums and galleries are showing spectacular attendance figures, and art is even becoming an excuse to travel. However, if you can see art, it does not necessarily mean you can understand it. But to make sure it does, I'm going to take you on a journey through the history of art to show you some of the many ways in which artists create their work and how, by understanding them, they can help you learn to create your own.
13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang happened, and it is how astronomers explain the way the universe began. $225 million to 65 million years ago, there were animals on Earth long before there were people. Different kinds of animals lived at different times. This is called evolution. The Mesopotamian civilization is the first civilization to have ever emerged. The origin of Mesopotamia dates back so far that there is no known evidence of any other civilized society before them. The first people lived by hunting animals, catching fish, and gathering plants to eat. As the seasons changed, they moved around from place to place, looking for food. 2.5 million years ago, our distant ancestors began to make stone tools and weapons, but artifacts without an obvious practical function emerged later in human history. Our journey begins deep inside caves where the oldest known paintings were discovered. Pictures have been telling stories for far longer than written language. Experts cannot be completely sure of the purpose of prehistoric art. Perhaps it was part of a religious ritual, or perhaps we have discovered that from its origin, the two main motivations of artists have been to project themselves onto the world by making their mark on it, and to appropriate the world by making it their own. if it is impossible to know when or why the first form of art was created. We do know prehistoric artists used materials they found around them and applied colour with sticks, stones, bones, and their fingers. They had a limited palette to work with. Black was made from charcoal, white from chalk, bronze and yellows from different types of stones, and red by adding blood.
The figurative cave paintings and drawings of this period were almost entirely representations of animals. Their meaning remains obscure, as for the Nazca lines in Peru, which also represent animals drawings of up to 200 meters in length and covering 500 square kilometers. The Nazca lines and cave paintings are necessarily a system of measurements allowing precise marking on such a large scale. But which one?